Bing. Good morning from the Fried Can Ranch at Cedar Creek Lake, Texas. Again, another noisy day in the neighborhood like it normally is. A little smoky too. That's not the warmest out, but so finally figured out a way to get this thing wired into my motorcycle, and I'm going to see if I can finish that off today. But what I want to talk to you about is something that came my way, and this is the Stoeger S6000-E under lever 177 caliber. I don't know if it's a gas piston or not. Air gun. So we'll show you down here, and we'll come over here again. Come back around here, show you a little bit in the back. Flip it over, pretty much the same story. We'll put it up here like this, and we'll come down it. I don't know what that machine is. And we'll come down to here. So, again, this is the Stoeger 6000-E under lever cocker. It's a 177 caliber. They say it does about 1,200 feet per a second. The overall length is going to be 43 inches. Really couldn't get anybody to give you a good spec on this one. The barrel length is 17.25, and it does come with this 4x32 scope. So what you're seeing here is right out of the box. That's the way it is. We're going to cover a few things today, but let's just look at it. I like the last one I had. You got a variety of orange or blue things that you can change out these, and you can change it out right back here if you choose to do so. I've never done it. Actually, I've never figured out why you'd want to do it, but neither here nor there. So we'll start in the back. You got a pretty healthy rubber with a good stippling on it. Very solid composite stock. You do have a manual safety back here, so every time you cock it, that has to go forward. This is cocked at this time, and then you can, I guess, get it back out. I've never had one. There we go. A little stiff. It's new. Good stippling right along here on the grip, and it's on the replacement thing if you wish to put it on there. I believe this is a 2-stage adjustable trigger. Can't really tell if that's, it's a metal trigger. It feels like maybe a plastic trigger. We'll come on down. You got good fiber optic sights, adjustable for windage and elevation. And then you got a nice red one in a very nice hooded little area. Now, when I first got this, I was looking at it and I said, well, all these work a little different. And I really like undercockers for a reason, because your barrel always stays in the same place. You don't have the risk of barrel droop. So they've been kind of popular throughout the years. But in the manual, and I'll show you something here, if you let me get a few things going. Get this can around here opened up. In the manual, it tells you figure Q. Well, we're not going to talk about figure Q. I'm just going to show you how to cock this thing. So at the very end of this thing, there's a button right here. Okay, so you're going to push that button, and that'll pop out your lever. Now, I want you to pay attention right here as you pop. Well, it probably won't, doing it. See that piece that comes up? Okay, now you can go ahead and close your lever, and you're going to insert your pellet right into there. And I'm not going to lie to you, maybe it's these ones, I'm not sure. It's kind of a pain to get them lined up to that. Well, with my Googie X fingers, it probably is. But there I go. You want to make sure that that pellet is very flush into there. If you don't, when you do what I'm going to do next, it's going to catch it and it's going to fold the skirt. So I feel pretty confident the way it is. All you have to do after that is push it down and you're in. That's it. So if you'll bear with me 1 second. Oh, this would help if I take this off. Got him. A little loud at first, but that's how it works. So again, you're going to, there's a little button right here. Once you hit that, cock it, you'll see the piece pop up. There it is. Go ahead and throw that back up. You're done with that. And you can get your little pellet. I always found it better if I aim it downward, for me anyway. And sometimes my pellets want to go a little right or left or whatever. But just make sure you get it in there nice and even with your seal so you don't catch your skirt. And see that? See, that doesn't want to come down real well. I did that on purpose. So now you can work with it. And now it should just click straight down. So if it's hard, when you first try to close it, it's a little hard. Kind of pull it back up, reseat your pellet, you should be good to go. And that's pretty much all I can tell you about it from here. So what I'm going to do is I've got to go back up front and look at something, is how to put this cover back on without having wires rubbing on stuff and everything. This is a kind of a strange deal how this thing was put together on the motorcycle anyway. So I'm going to upload this video. I'm going to give that a courtesy look, because I think I might have to do a little customizing here, maybe not. And then we're going to come back and we're going to put together a shooting review, because I was very impressed with this right out of the box. I only made about maybe a 6-click adjustment to the left. That's right out of the box. Now maybe yours isn't going to be that way, but this is the scope that came with it, and it does have a little sort of a wedged area for a built-in scope stop. Keep it slide around. I mean, this is just what came with it. We'll show you what it can do, and then we'll go from there. So I just want to show that to you. Again, these have been on my grid for some time. I've looked at them, you know, the brake barrels. They got a PCB version, the underlever cockers, and I thought, well, I need to try one. Now, I've been heard that they're from an Italian design. Some people tell me they're made in China. I don't know. If anybody knows, let me know. But over the years when I started doing these reviews, and before that, I saw these out on the market. Sometimes Air Gun Depot or Pyramid Air will have a selection. Sometimes they just have the PCP version. I snagged this one off of eBay, new and in the box. So we'll get this thing looked at, and we'll come back. We'll put together a shooting review. I'll let you decide if this is something you might be interested in messing around with. I like it, but now I might have to use a little heavier pellet than I used when I zoomed it in. So I might have to make a few scope adjustments as we move along. I don't think so, but we'll see what happens. I should have enough of these ones I've got with me right now. If it'll run out, I'll just go the other one. I think one's a little heavier, not by much, so we'll make it play out. But there you are, the Stoeger S6000-E underlever cocker. So we'll get right back with you. That's how we do it at the Flying Can Ranch. I will see you later.